Morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. It's again the Hustle Gang once more. Hey, once again. Today is a Tuesday and it is the 25th of March. Yes, it's the 25th of March, and today program is a little bit special. It's merged into two. For those that want the visual part of it, you can go on the Generations exclusive media on YouTube. You're going to be getting this video in today's program, and then also TikTok. And then today I have a team from that group, from the Generations exclusive media, that I'm going to be doing the program with. So stay tuned. I'm telling you, today is going to be more massive. It's going to be interesting. So do not miss out the fun, and let's be together. You get it? So I'm going to let these guys introduce themselves. I have two members, and I have two people from GEM, that is Generations Exclusive Media, that are with me today in the program, and we're gonna be doing with I'm gonna be doing with them. So for those that are listening to Infinity Radio, you're welcome. And those that want the visual part of Infinity Radio, some people wanting to, I need to see you presenting. I need to see how those programs are made. So today is your chance. You're gonna get a chance to join. You're gonna get a chance to watch us presenting. You get it? So I'm going to welcome two brilliant men and women. There are two. I don't know how to say it. I have one man and one woman, so I don't know how to match them. They're very brilliant, and so I'm gonna be giving them a chance to introduce themselves. I don't want to do that. Maybe the others, her, but yes, it's a group, and we've been doing this together. So that is why we're here. So, sir, can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you, Tina. Good morning, everyone. My name is Owen Emmanuel, and from the gym, of course, and I'm happy to be here to share a couple of things with you guys.
I don't know if my listeners are actually getting what you're saying. This guy speaks American English. I don't know if he gets it. It's just too good. It's just too good for life. So yeah, I hope you get what he's saying. I'm not meaning to diss any of you. I know my listeners are good, and we cover the most elite part of the most elite, our people that listen to us are more elite. So I know you're not going to. Anyways, and you're welcome to Infinity Radio, the Hustle Gang. Thank you so much for turning up when I invited you. So it's really a very big thing for you to be here. And then the next one is Mom.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Comrade, and I've been here several times. I think this is literally the 80th time I'm here.
80.
And I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Thank you, Tina, for hosting us.
Yeah, it's really nothing, and I'm just happy that I would love to be with you here. I wish I could do this every time. Anyways, for those that have just logged in, this is Infinity Radio, and we always bring you very fun things. We bring you information, education, entertainment. Remember, your happiness is also a pleasure, but doesn't mean that we only influence you to, enjoyment and stuff. No, we bring you more important things that we need in our lives. So today we're going to have two questions, and we're going to be addressing you guys. I think we need your say in this, because it's a question and it's a topic that I want us to discuss. I want us to discuss in a two-way communication. So you should contact us on +2567709642220, and then also you can also get Infinity Radio via TikTok, Instagram, X, and Facebook. You're going to be getting that, or you download the Infinity Radio app from Play Store, and that is basically for the Android users. And then you can get the Generation Exclusive Media from YouTube and TikTok. You're gonna be watching those amazing videos. Not just this for today, but there is more amazing content in there. So today's question is we're going to be having today's topic, and it's gonna be does someone having a side hustle mean you don't get enough from your parents? Yeah, that is one question. And then the second one, does you having a side hustle mean your parents should not provide for you anymore? Just like it's more like you're now employed. So those are the two that we are going to discuss, and we request for your contribution in this. We want you to participate so that we can get more ideas. Alright, guys?
Alright.
Yeah, so we're going to have to discuss that. I'm gonna be, we're going to be getting ideas. The three of us are going to be getting ideas as we listen from you also. So you can send your say about it. I know very many of us are listening, and we can only send what you're saying about it. So you send out all your submissions on now +2567709642220. It's +2567709642220. Send your submissions, and we're going to be exchanging ideas, because there are lots of things we do not know, and we are hoping to get them from other people. You get it? So we're going to be discussing today, and for those of us, I know my listeners, my audience has a habit of not turning up, not telling you they're listening. You think you're alone when people are listening, actually. But today I request us to be very engaging, and let's have fun, let's enjoy this. Especially with the students. Yeah, it's mostly basing on us, the students now. And I believe I have a very big number of students listening to the show, and that are going to be watching it on GEM, on YouTube and TikTok. So guys, let's come back from a break. I believe by the time we come back, we're going to, be having your submissions on this. Yes, it's going to be a short musical break, and then I'll be okay. We are welcome back from that long, yes, I call it short, but it's very long musical break. And thank you for being patient. I want to continue welcoming each one of us that has joined us. Yeah, thank you for joining us. I know people keep joining until the last minute, so and that shows how much people are committed and are dedicated to Infinity Radio, and that we can't take that for granted, guys. We need to clap for you. Yes, however much you do not talk, you do not show us that you're listening. I prefer that maybe next time better. I know with time you're going to start talking to us. Okay. Anyways, don't forget to contact us, either place a call or a text in our WhatsApp group, that is with the +2567709642220. +2567709642220. You're going to be getting us live, loud and clear. Present your thought, or maybe questions, or maybe ask for your favorite songs. You might be shout out to your people, and that we're going to be conveying all those messages to the people you want that you want to send them to. So kindly be contacting us. And today's question, I repeat, is today's question is does having a side hustle mean that your parents do not get you you don't get enough from home? And the other one is, does you having a side hustle mean that you're not going to get support from parents anymore? In other words, does it seem like you're now like employed? Remember, a side hustle is us, like we're talking about in the context of being a student. Yes, so we're talking in the context of being a student, and when you have a side hustle, it means aside from your parents' support, you have your own hustle that gets you income. You get? So does it mean that your parents should not support you anymore, or does it imply that you do not get enough from home? So we're going to get people's thoughts on that. People kindly send text. Yeah, send text, please. I can see very many people are listening, but you're not responding. Tell us what you feel, or maybe we may be wrong. And okay, it's not a debate. We're not arguing on who is right and who is wrong. But I think let's share thoughts, and maybe it could help us, or maybe it helps us, our parents out there, understand what this actually means. So we're going to start with the first question. The three of us are going to be discussing it, and don't forget to, of course, get it from GEM, Generations Exclusive Media. You're going to find this video of today's show, this clip. You're going to find it there for those that will have missed. You're going to find it there, and maybe you can comment or anything. You're going to find it on YouTube and TikTok. And also don't forget to follow Infinity Radio on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, yes, we shall be there. X, you're going to be finding lots of things there, all the entire content that we do as Infinity Radio, and yes, so we're going to be getting that, and of course, don't forget to download the Infinity Radio app for the Android users. So okay, and enough of the advertisements. So we're going to listen from Comrade and Owen. They're going to be telling us about their thoughts, their thought on that. So we're going to start with the first question. I don't know, whom should I start with among the two of you? Agent.
Should start.
That should. Okay. Great. And agent is Comrade says Owen should start.
I mean, he's literally the guest here today.
Oh,
So he should
so
start.
Owen, just listen. Can you hear yourself being pinned because
Nah,
it's
it's
your
cool.
first time?
I'll go first.
So
Anytime you go.
it's so great. And that is why I like you. And so the question, of course, the first question is: does you having a side hustle mean you don't get enough from home?
Well, first of all, I don't think so. Okay, there is me thinking so, and I don't think so. I'll go with
So
two
you
sides.
have two sides on
Yes,
that.
I have two sides on that. Well, definitely a side hustle is paramount in a kind of situation where, like, I need some more money to help me in certain areas, or help me build up something where I can, manage myself. Because you actually know that parents, when they send me the money, they send actually money that is for your food and maybe for your health, and that is it.
Yeah.
On rare occasions, do we find parents that are actually, hello mom, I need this, I need to go outing, and I need this money. It's on very rare occasions.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it's definitely, it's actually really important that you have a side hustle to help you out somewhere. Not only helping yourself, but somewhere you can actually share this with your parents and be like, Mom, Dad, I've got this side hustle, it's helped me in this. And you should actually be helping your parents somewhere, somehow. But also, it also depends on the kind of side hustle you've chosen to go for. Is it a decent side hustle? You can actually choose to go for sports, because most sports club right now, you can actually take your talent to a higher level. Some have talents in sports, it's something different. So you can use your talent to help you get something that is beneficial to you and including your family, that you won't have a reason to complain about lacking something or lacking this. So I feel a side hustle is really paramount, and everyone should take it up and look at the kind of side hustle you want to take up. It should be decent.
Okay, so that does it mean that does it take the part of not getting enough from home? Because you say your question is you're going to tackle this in two ways. So you've already presented to us that we need this because there are those things that Does it imply that if your parents give you money for food and probably accommodation, parents think when they've given you money for food and you can sleep well, the tuition is paid, that's it. You get. So what is your say about that? Is it because they're not giving you enough, or because you talked about one side and you told us it's two-sided?
I would go for a side hustle because I need extra money. It doesn't necessarily mean that my parents are not giving me enough, or like they don't have something to sustain me. Yes, they have brought me to school, they have paid for my hostel, they have paid for everything. So it actually means that they have something, even though at times, money is actually hard to get. So when they get this money and pay for it, like all of it, yes, it means that they actually have. Then there are times when, like, they pay a half, and so having a side hustle doesn't actually mean that your parents don't have.
They don't give you enough or something. Yes. So that is a very brilliant thing. And of course, you people, if you are out there and you have a say about this, or maybe you want to oppose him, or maybe you want to supplement on what he's saying, I request that you kindly submit to our number, to WhatsApp number, that is +2567709642220. I know you're going to be getting us there. And again, if you are tuned into Infinity Radio, there's that display there out on your left. You're going to see that is that option that is going to be sure you chat with us. Just click there and it's going to take you direct to our WhatsApp group, and you can send there your thoughts about today's question. So I maybe can repeat for those that are joining, because I know we keep being joined by many people throughout the entire 2 hours. So for those that have just joined, today's question is, does you having a side hustle mean that you don't get enough from your parents? Yes, so that is what we're on per now. So can we have a comrade submission about that?
I feel like Owen has majorly tackled the part of maybe it's not necessarily that your parents can't afford or what. So me, I'll take the side of yes, at times it's because your parents can't afford something.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be in this condition. Of course, you are all students, so that is literally the best example we could use. So you could be in a condition whereby you feel your parents are not in position to provide enough. You feel like something is lacking, and as a person, you feel like, you know what, I'm human as well. Many people have made it. I mean, we literally have celebrities who are driving at 20, blah, 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 you get. So you get the urge that I am human as well, so I feel like I could work and actually help my parents. There are many people of our age that have dropped out of school to hustle and actually support their younger siblings. I personally know of someone who is currently, I don't want to call her, she's living that life. If you look at her, you're like, she's that girl. But behind her is someone actually struggling to pay for her younger siblings in the village. Why? She's hustling, her parents couldn't, provide enough. So I'm not saying it's everyone that does a side hustle actually has parents that can't afford. But at times it is because of that. You might find yourself in a position where your parents cannot, and there are many people who have actually dropped out of school to save their parents of that burden. You get somebody just comes and is like, you know what, Dad, it's okay, and in most cases they are single parents. Let me give an example of a mother. You know what, Mom, it's okay, I feel like you've done enough, you don't have to strain over me, let me go and do something, let me hustle, and I'll find ways of helping you with their siblings. I know many people who have literally dropped out of school just to see their younger siblings doing what? Go to school. So at times side hustles could be influenced by the lack, rather by the inability of the parents to do it, to fully provide, you get. So you just find yourself in this position of, you know what, I could hustle and help out.
And provide some of the things for myself so that the other people can get space.
Exactly.
That actually works, because there are people who come from very big families. Let's say you're the firstborn and you have like 5 of your siblings born and like back there. They're there at home, and you look at the income of your parents.
It's not enough. It's
lacking, and they could sustain you. But then the fact that you take that responsibility,
at times it comes as guilt.
You feel like, at least I can do something, I can contribute, because there are younger siblings that also need education. And for them, they're even in a more situation, in a way that you find them in a lower school,
and you feel like at least I've studied something.
At least when you're at campus, you have more open opportunities to side hustles as compared to those in primary or high school. You get it? So I really feel this time around, what I can say about that is I agree with you that it's sometimes lacking, like not getting enough from your parents. And then also, like, this question is a bit two-sided, because it's either that you want some extra thing, because we continuously talk about this in this program, that there are those things you can't ask from parents.
Whereas there are people who can, but some of us,
you get like very few of the parents that do that. Like, you wake up one day and you want to go out.
Exactly.
There is
my friend is literally, when I was coming to campus, my mom told me just pick 10 pairs of clothes and it's enough.
And you get that. But when you reach here, you feel like, I should, there is that trend of why you want to fit in, and then you're going to find your friends outing. You get, so you will not call him and be like, oh hi daddy, you know what, I need some money for this. You get. So that is like that is something that calls for a side hustle, like get extra income to get you something to do, like get you like extra enjoyment. I think you can take it as that.
Fun. I feel it's very important that each of us try to get a side hustle, because it's very much important.
Yeah, it's important.
It could be a side hustle in line with your talent. It could be something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's really something good to,
Yeah, like because people have taken up like Owen has told us about the sports stuff. He's more into the sports world, but it's also if he tells you you can use your talent to do this, passion to get a status, so or maybe you take advantage of the opportunities in the market. You get like if you see this is what they need, so you can easily do that. You get, and if you see this is what is trending, you look at the market trend also. We can take up at that, and then there are people who are artists. They can draw. So I have like that one friend. He's called Van. Yeah, he's called Van. So he has this business of the Van portraits, and you know how much portrait like hand drawn portraits.
I think the cheapest time is 50.
Yeah, 50, but it's very rare to also get it the original. But this is someone that does it as a hobby by the way. He just gets, all he does is getting his pencil. All he does is getting his pencil and like draw the real. But this isn't something like he stresses about. Yeah.
He's just passionate about it.
Yeah.
There are some people who draw out of emotions in this kind of situation and blah blah. Someone literally sit and start shading something.
Yeah.
I really admire artisans.
So yeah, and then for those that have just tuned in, it is Infinity Radio in line with the Generations exclusive media that is going to be providing us with the visual part of the program. Yes, for those that want it, you can always you got subscribe to our channel, the Generation exclusive media, that you're going to be watching the visual part of this program, especially today's clip. But there is more content that you're going to find. And Infinity Radio, you can access Infinity Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You're going to be getting us. And for those that want to interact with us, so maybe they wish to give us their submissions about what they feel about today's topic, you can always contact us on +2567709642220. That is WhatsApp. But if you're already tuned into that, you go to that display. You're going to go on your left, and you're going to find that option of chat with us, and it's going to take you direct to our WhatsApp group, and you're going to be getting us live, loud, and clear. So let's take a break, and we shall be back with the next question, guys. So stay tuned, and also invite your other neighbors to tune into Infinity Radio so that they can get the fun. See you in the next few minutes.
Anyway, I'm headed
to have you, and thank you for staying. Thank you for staying on. Some people have already gone off, but we are sorry and we can't blame them. So I'm going to start by reading people's thoughts. Yeah, I think many of you have submitted have submitted the thoughts of, in accordance to today's topic, and thank you for participating. So this is I'm going to start with Solomon Jason. Hey Tina, this is Solomon Jason. Thank you for the show. You're really doing great work. Well, thank you for appreciating. Thank you, Solo, for appreciating. And big ups, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in today. And then he says, my topic for today's topic is having a side hustle well in university can be a great way to gain valuable experience, skills, and independence, as long as you can balance it with the academic priorities and communicate openly with your parents. Yeah. Well, what do you say about Solo's submission? Solo says having a hustle well in university can be a great way to gain valuable experience, skills and independence, and as long as you can balance it with your academic priorities and communicate openly with your parents.
absolutely agree with Solo.
Yeah. I also see it a very valuable submission, and thank you for that, ways submission today. Yeah, thank you. That was according to who? To Solo Jason. Yeah. And then this is who? This is Joel. He says, for a boy, taking responsibility is important. Even if he already has enough, he demonstrates strong character and potential. This is according to Joel. And Joel, thank you for tuning into Infinity Radio. We are, so humbled to have you around, and thank you for your submission. Yeah. So he says, but I don't think this is actually, only targeting the boys.
Yeah, definitely. It has to also target the gender.
Yeah,
The other gender.
the
Yes,
girls, because right now it's not like it's only the women and men to be responsible or anything. As an adult, it's your obligation to see to it that you make a better life. Because one thing, it's actually, I think it trains you to be a bit responsible, because we all know after university things are going to be changing. You get. You will not be requesting for pocket money from your parents.
Definitely. You have
And-
to start from, you have to learn to grow up and be a man
Yeah,
of
so
your own.
when it comes to taking responsibility, I really see it taking two sides. Like it works on any adult. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
because you have to like build up your independent self. Like how is that person going to be
start
after
looking at your
school?
future right now.
Because when you're done, and parents, when you're done with school, they'll definitely see you going to work. And what if you don't find jobs, especially in this country?
God forbid, of course.
I know. So you get that. So it's a bit tricky. But thank you so much, Joel, for your submission. But good for him, he was talking from the male point of view. You get. So this is Sugar. Sugar, thank you for tuning in. She says we are on. Thank you for tuning in to Infinity Radio, and we are still going on with our topics. So the next question for today's topic was what? Does you having a side hustle mean that your parents should leave all the responsibility to you? How do you view that? Like, does it mean you no longer, parents should not mind about, should no longer treat you as their child anymore? Like, should they treat you as an independent adult or something?
I think I recall well, having a side gig doesn't necessarily mean that I can manage my own. Usually a side gig doesn't have a lot to help you in this and like the nearby future, and we can't actually advise ourselves. So it's very much important that someone elder, especially a parent, is there for you to guide you throughout and give you the kind of advice that can help you grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel it's very much important that you stick close with your parents and always seek for guidance and always bring it up in a more polite way than before, because you need it for yourself and you really need this to help you grow and to help you with certain things, because as I said before, parents usually help with the tuition and the hostel, and that is it. You can't be telling your parents that I have this gig, I have somewhere, I can't leave this money in Nara. You have to work for yourself and stay close to your parents, or share with them your kind of feeling, your kind of ideas that you feel will help you actually be a better person, will help you get skills, and will help you get part of the tuition, probably part of the tuition.
Yeah.
Yes.
You understand that. So another thing, like, because Comrade, the question was like, I want to hear from you, Comrade. What do you perceive as does you having a side hustle mean that your parents shouldn't help you anymore, or it's more like you're now employed or something? Does it mean that way?
According to me, it depends. I feel like it depends. Yes, however much parents are obliged to provide for us some things like tuition at this level, tuition, hostel fee, food, everything, blah blah blah. Okay, at a point, for example, the point at which I am, I feel like, okay, if you're just beginning, if you've just started, and you don't really get that lot of profits and income, blah blah blah, your parents should help you. But personally, the way I love my parents, the way I feel about them, if I reach a point and I'm really making it out of that side hustle, and I am really getting money and what and whatever, I'm even in the position to help them, I feel like they shouldn't do anymore. I feel like at times
You should be the one actually helping them.
I should be the one helping them, because
but
I really hate training my parents. I'm the last born, they are old. So at times I feel like some
They
things
should just rest.
exactly they should just sit. So when I'm there, when I'm at that point, when I've actually made it in that hustle thing, honestly, I wouldn't want my parents to do for me anything.
Yeah.
I'd want to do for them actually what they want.
Mm.
But if I'm still down,
Yeah,
how do they
understand.
expect me to get that money? Should
Yeah,
they
and
still,
then like we're looking at this thing as you as a campus student.
as a campus
I mean, we're at university, okay, in any institution, not necessarily university or
any
anything.
institution,
So
academic,
as long as you are a student and you have something that earns you extra income, okay. For me, in my view, I think parents should continuously give their support as they should, because some parents, personally, you would feel like the moment they hear that you can now get your own income, you can do this, they'll relax. They'll relax even if there's okay. They will forget about. They'll think that now you okay. You
okay,
get
actually, the actual statement to say is they'll relax a bit.
a
bit.
bit.
It's
Some
necessary.
people literally will leave it to you. I've seen those parents like will leave it to you, so you have to like fight for yourself. But one thing, if there are parents listening out there, because yeah, I will believe this one covers
Both sides.
yeah. So if your parent and they're there listening, and your child has tried to do a theta, so it doesn't mean
That you
But
should forsake the
this
child.
is it. I think because when I was getting guidance on doing Seidas, was when told me one thing, you have to look at it as giving you extra income, as like giving you more than what you're getting from home. I don't know if you're getting in a way that when you fail, you're able to call for help
Exactly.
from home. Because if you be like, oh, I don't want to bother anyone, that is why I'm doing this, then you're going to suffer.
True.
And one, you've seen how, especially these businesses at how student businesses operate, they are more active and more vibrant at the beginning of the semester, depending on the economy.
Actually.
Like if at the beginning of the semester, people just come and they have money, the more their pockets weaken, the more the business slows down. If and only if your target market is the students. I don't know if you're getting. If your target market is the students, that is definitely going to be the end result of it. It's going to be determined. Your market, your demands are going to be determined by the nature of, how the economy.
The wallet of the students.
Yes. And remember, that whole thing at the beginning, possibly have money, and now mid-sem, people are ready, and then there is going to be that towards the end, like, I think that will be in April, and like, that is the worst part of the semester.
That actually gets down to how you think and how you plan. Because I've got this business and it's well orchestrated, but I'll have this kind of situation where, as you said, in the beginning there is usually that
Vibrant thing.
vibrant thing, and like everyone wants to, I want to get
I want
this.
to get
There's
this.
that lot
I
of
mean, money is
desire
still
because I have the money. Yes.
Demand,
Exactly.
because
So it all gets down to you. How do I plan for this? Do I only concentrate on like my fellow students, or do I, show my products or whatever kind of business I've orchestrated to the people? It all gets down to you, because remember, you want to find a good standing position where you can actually get money that can help you, not only help you buy those small things. No, we have to like look higher, but of course start with baby steps.
Yeah, of course, because if your target market is going to be university, that means you'll expect your business to slow down a bit
At a point.
because money here is not constant. The same way you're struggling to get that money is the same way your customers are struggling to keep the little money they have. That is, it means I will not buy extravagant stuff anymore, like luxury stuff anymore. There is a point where they're going to be rich and they need only necessities. That means like food, if they need to print out work. So I'll not buy the jewelry, I'll not buy the nice clothes, the shoes have already gone through the semester. So they definitely be planning to get some of the things they didn't get at the beginning of the semester, or like mid-sem or something. They be the planning, they push them to next semester. Personally, I have that habit. If I come this semester and I have plans, and it reaches a certain point and I haven't done them, I push them to the beginning of the other semester. Personally, I do that.
Well, me, I'm the patient kind. If I feel I want this,
That's
it's me working hard. Like,
actually, I'm one person. If I've ever planned to get this and I come across it and I actually have something in my wallet, darling, there is no
let
way.
tomorrow worry about itself.
Exactly.
So I wish you could get that. Then, would be. But they're poor like me. Personally, I just have a time frame for certain things. If it passes and I haven't got it, it means I'm gonna get some other thing. Like, it passes and I'm going to be planning for any other thing. Like, I have this thing. That is why I think I don't even visit. Like, I find myself spending a whole semester without going to, like, outside these premises. It's literally hostel campus, like, not good. If I come this semester and I'm planning, or at this and this day I'm going to maybe like mobs, and I plan I'm going to go there in the first weeks of the semester, or maybe in the first month of the semester, and that month passes, I promise I won't come. I don't know how it is. Like, I'm that, I don't know. I'm that, I'm that rigid. So, just like, let's wind up, and we thank our dear listeners for listening until this last moment. We beg to, wind up and wrap up the show, and log into our Generations Exclusive Media on YouTube and TikTok. You're going to be getting this content. For those that listened and would love to listen to that, to see the visual part of it, that is the opportunity right there for you. So I remain Tina, the host of the show, the Hustle Gang. See you tomorrow, and you guys can.
I remain Comrade. Inbox me if you want nice shoes. Inbox me on 0785225107. Very affordable, very nice, very classic, very durable. Thank you so much.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Tisai, Emmanuel, Owen, Ocha.
Wow.
And please,
That reaction, I beg.
follow me on Instagram, Owen Manuel 34, Twitter. No,
Yeah, very
X right
good.
now. No, my bad. Owen Manuel. If you want to inbox me, well, I'll be giving you my number in the next edition, right? Next
Yeah.
tomorrow.
So it's
Hopefully I'll be around.
Number. I just see her right now.
Hopefully I'll be around. Share my contact in a couple.
So people, he knows how to live. He's a writer. That is why he's definitely leaving us in suspense, and that is
I
like their
know.
work. You get. That is like their work. Anyways, thank you for tuning into Infinity Radio. Thank you for loving the Hustle Gang. Thank you for loving Generations Exclusive Media, and thank you, Don, for being behind the camera. Yeah, and yes, the power did us bad, but we are stronger than this. We are men, and power doesn't make us. We make the power. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I'll see you tomorrow at same time, same show. Goodbye. We love you.
100 meters. I just put 9 gal in a sprinter. 100 liters. They won't fit in one SUV. No. SOS. Somebody rescue me. I got too many. I got. They can last me the next 2 weeks.